Sunday night, January 4th, 2026. TNL semifinals, moments away. We have the top-seeded Brooklyn Nets, captained by Mark Guindi, alongside studs like Asher Malamed and Moses Smekey, floor generals like Ralph Cohen, Dovey Hoffman. And on the Pacers end of things, we have the heart and soul of the squad playing for the first time in about 3.5 weeks after injuring his back, Captain Dennis Dweck. We have Elliot Dweck, who took a major step last week in the quarterfinals, put the game on his shoulders. We have Sammy Shama, who's actually playing for the first time in a few weeks because he didn't get a minute last week. And Moses Smekey leads it off with an opening three. And they call it a 2-0 game. Zach Hassoun gives to Dennis. Dennis gets trapped and a foul is called. Dennis Dweck sandwiched between a couple of defenders. Everything on the line here tonight. Winner advances to the championship. Now little Dennis Dweck gives to Dennis. This Dennis versus Guindi matchup has something that's been recurring for year upon year, not only in this league, in tournament play as well. And swatted from behind, and Dovey Hoffman whistled for a foul on the Elliot Dweck pull-up jumper from 2. And Elliot Dweck will head to the line for a pair of free throws, looking to tie it up here early. We have our A-list referee crew here tonight. We have Anthony underneath the basket. And first free throw is good. 2-1. There is no tomorrow for one of these teams all season long. And hits the second free throw, and we're tied up at 2. Now Ralph Cohen. And keep in mind, Guindi chose to play the Pacers. Let's see if that proves to be a wise decision. Cohen drives left, is pushed out. Foul is called. Here's Malamed. Malamed banging bodies down low, throws it up and in. And the foul heads to the line for a potential three-point play.
Sam, I am. Sam, I came here to stare at your ass, not more.
I mean, some people say that.
It's nice in the morning.
Malamed free throw is good, knocks down the free throw, three-point play complete. It's a 5-2 game. Now Zach Hassoun brings up the dribble. Looking for a man, gives to Elliot Dweck. Dweck, nose to the basket, drives, kicks it out to Little Dennis. Little Dennis gives back to Elliot in the corner. Defense is strong right now for the Nets. Now Dweck looking to reset, gives to Little Dennis. Now Elliot stops, falls to the ground, and a travel is called. They're going to turn it over and go the other way. Here come the Nets. Now Malamed. Malamed all the way to the hoop, throws it up, and he gets it to go. Asher Malamed, man, on a mission to start this game. 7-2 game, under 21 minutes to play. Little Dennis is stripped from behind, but a foul is called. It's going to be a side out for the Pacers. Capacity crowd on hand tonight. Commissioner in the Nicholson seats. Now Dennis, down a few pounds after his ailment. Little Dennis, corner three is pure. And that's an important shot. Score now 7-5. Now Guindi gives to Malamed. Malamed brings up the dribble, met at half court from Little Dennis. Pushing right by him. Loose ball is picked up by Zach Hassoun. Hassoun slows it down, finds a trail. Elliot Dweck gets by, throws to an open corner. Three, no good. But Little Dennis gets the strong side rebound, and he changes hands, off the glass and in, and we're tied up at 7. Now Guindi brings up the dribble. Guindi contending with Hassoun. Gets a screen. Throws up the three, no good. Looking for a foul, no call. Elliot Dweck stops, top of the key. Guarded now by Smecky. Bounce pass to Dennis. And the two-pointer is good. And the Pacers shake off a slow start. They take a 9-7 lead. And in the words of the commissioner, Dennis pulling off a Willis Reed off the injury list, limping out of the tunnel. Now Malamed for three, and it's off the mark. Tapped out. Guindi for three. Short. And loose ball heads out of bounds, and it's headed the other way. Hassoun gives to Dennis, back to Hassoun. Hassoun brings up the dribble. Now Hassoun steps into a three, no good, and rebounded by Elliot Dweck. Swings it to the corner. Little Dennis for three, book it! Little Dennis Dweck adds on to this Pacer lead. It's 12-7, under 19 minutes to play. The Nets are heavy favorites going into tonight. They were the top-seeded team for a reason, but the Pacers are showing fight, and the three-pointer for Moses Smecky is pure with a hand in his face, and it's 12-10 with 18:30 remaining. Gives to little Dennis, and has the hot hand, and it has a green light tonight, it looks like, from anywhere on the court. Now Dennis, backing down Smecky, throws it out. Little Dennis straight away three, no good, and rebounded by Hoffman. Hoffman gives to Cohen, finds Guindi. Guindi dealing with Elliot Dweck, gets a screen. Guindi sidestep, picked up by Dennis, throws it down low, and he's rejected. And loose ball picked up by Ralph Cohen. Throws it down to Hoffman, kicks it out, and here comes Malamed, the running one-hander, no good. Rebounded by the Pacers. Now Hassoun, reckless abandon, finds a trailing Dennis for two, and he puts it in. Dennis Dweck, lethal from the mid-range. He'll keep shooting it as long as they keep giving it. Now here comes Smecky. Smecky has some big games to his credit this year and also in his career, both in high school and in tournament play. Kicks it out to the open man. Hoffman, bounce pass to Cohen. Cohen now dealing with Sammy Shabba. Goes around the screen, leaves it off to Hoffman. Hoffman gives it back. Now Smecky steps into a two, and it's no good. And rebounded by Guindi, and he fades for three, and it's pure. Mark Guindi nails the three, and it's a one-point game with 17 minutes remaining in the first half. Now Hassoun brings up the dribble. And this gives to Hassoun, and he turns it over and throws it into the hands of Malamed, and he's bumped from behind in transition. Elliot Dweck is whistled for the foul. It's going to be a side out, 16 minutes and 45 seconds remaining, and we are separated by the thinnest of margins. It is 14-13 here early on in the first half, and if this start is any indicator of how this game is going to go, we are in for a treat. Gets it into Ralph Cohen. Cohen crosses the center circle, gets a screen, steps into a three, no good. And Sammy Shabba skies for the rebound and throws it up ahead to Hassoun. Hassoun up ahead to Elliot Dweck. Dweck stops. Now here comes the drive, throws to the corner. Little Dennis, corner three, bucket! Little Dennis Dweck, been money to start, and the Pacers back in front by 4 with 16 minutes remaining here in the first half. Now Smecky brings up the dribble. Zach Hassoun trying to stay in front of him. Smecky elevates for two, and it rims out. And Keith Hoffman has it stripped, and a foul is called. It looked clean, but the whistle was there. And little Dennis is infuriated, to say the least. First free throw up is good. Second free throw on the way. Hoffman slowly puts it up, and he's short. Rebounded by little Dennis. Score remains 17-14. We're about the 15-minute mark in the first half. Standalone game, winner goes to the finals. We'll find out who they play on Tuesday night in the West Coast matchup. And Elliot Dweck, straightaway three, no good, too strong. And Keith Hoffman skies for the rebound, gives to Cohen. Cohen throws to the corner. Smecky waits for his team to arrive, gives it to Hoffman. Hoffman, looking for a man, gives to Smecky. Smecky gets it into Asher Malaman, and a foul is called on the reach-in. With 14 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, going to be a side out for Brooklyn. Ralph Cohen to inbound. Cohen gets it into Hoffman. Hoffman being left alone. Throws to Guindi. Guindi top of the key. A threat from anywhere on the court. And now Guindi being double and triple teamed. Got to find an open man. Gives to Smecky. Good recovery defense. Smecky elevates for two. And it rims out. Tapped up and grabbed by Shama. Now here's Elliot Dweck. With some pace. Dweck thought about a three. Gives to Dennis. Finds Elliot underneath. And loose ball picked up by Elliot. Hassoun to Dweck. Elliot from the corner. Gives to Hassoun. Straight away is Dennis Dweck. Screen set from Little Dennis. Stagnant on offense right now. The Pacers have gone. And good defense there from Brooklyn. Now, Little Dennis throws to the corner. Open corner three. Bucket! Sammy Shama. Patience to virtue for the Pacers right there as they finally find an open man. And Sammy Shama drains it from the corner. It's 20-14. Ralph Cohen gives. Now Malaman going to work on Little Dennis. He finds a spot, no good. Hoffman picks it up and puts it in. Keith Hoffman making an impact now with his size underneath in the paint. Under 13 minutes to play in the half. Here's Dennis, the key being guarded by Smecky. Straight away, long three, and he gets it to go. Little Dennis Dweck with a big answer. It's 23-16. Going to my bed, too. Smecky hands to Guindi. Guindi dribbling around. He takes it away. And he's all by himself on the fast break after the steal. And Elliot Dweck. Defense leading to offense. 25-16. 9-point lead for the Pacers. And a timeout is called. And the Pacers making a point here early on to put the pedal to the metal. 12 minutes, 15 seconds remaining, 9-point advantage, and we'll be back after this. One of the storylines for the Pacers, they are missing one of their playmakers in Sammy Shabbat. I believe he is traveling for business. But Dems to break, schedule waits for nobody. And that will give Sammy Shama ample opportunity to make up for last week's 0 minutes locked. Now, the defense there from the Pacers denying Guindi. Guindi screaming for a foul. And there's the ill-advised pass, goes out of bounds. Pacers retain. 11 minutes and 45 seconds in the first half. 9-point lead in the basketball for the Pacers. Dennis throws to Little Dennis, back to Dennis. Looking for an opening, gives to Elliot Dweck. Dangerous pass. Took his eye off it for a moment. Now Elliot fires to the corners. Shama corner three! And it's pure. Sammy Shama making the most of his opportunity here tonight. And it's 28-16. Now Cohen gives to Malaman. Malaman gets sandwiched between two defenders and one. And he heads to the line for a three-point play. It's a 10-point game. 28-18, 11 minutes remaining in the half. And the Brooklyn Nets just got to stay within striking distance because they have firepower everywhere. And the Pacers know that. That is why they are putting all of their efforts here in the first half to try and get as much distance between them as possible. Because once Guindi goes off, It is dangerous. 28-19, 9-point game. Here's Hassoun. Hassoun brings up the dribble. Gives to Dennis, back to Hassoun. Being bodied by Guindi. Finds little Dennis, off balance, three, and he gets it to go! Little Dennis Dweck having himself a half. Off balance, falling to his back, drains it from straight away, and it's 31-19 at the 10-minute mark. Now Malamed finds a crease, and they turn it over. Elliot Dweck pushing the pace, and a foul is called on the bump. And the Brooklyn Nets looks like they were the team with the bye, and they are a little flat to start this game.
Is this normal?
Scrambling for the loose ball, Brooklyn picks it up.
I know, but they're on fire.
Now Moses Smecki. Gives to Cohen, top of the key. Wide open for three, and he sticks it. Big answer, Ralph Cohen pulls him back within single digits. Elliot Dweck methodically brings up the dribble. Gives to Hassoun. Hassoun throws to the hot hand in Dweck. Little Dennis. Up top to Elliot. Gives to Hassoun. Oh, and Sammy Sham was wide open underneath the basket, and they ignored that. Now Elliot Dweck, again back top, straightaway three, bucket! And they are unconscious from three. 34-22. 8 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Pacers came to play. Malamed throws it out to Cohen. Down low to Hoffman. Hoffman backs him down off the glass and in. And it's a 10-point game. 34-24. However, these Nets need some stops because the Pacers are shooting the lights out of the ball. Now Elliot Dweck kicks it back out to Hassoun. Now Dennis. Size advantage on Ralph. Throws it to Elliot. Elliot has it poke loose, retains, and it stays the same way. Last touch by the Nets. Under 8 minutes to play in the half. Hassoun to inbound. Gets it into Shama. Throws it out. Elliot Dweck. Corner three. No good, rims out. Rebounded by Malamed. Finally, a possession where the Pacers didn't score. Now Cohen. Swings it to Hoffman. Throws it down low. And a foul is called. Asher Malamed heads to the line for a pair of free throws. This is a way to get back into this game. Slow down the pace. Make it yours. That half-court game should favor them right now because the Pacers are running and gunning. 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the half. I want to thank you all at home for watching this, and especially a special shout out to my boy, Sammy Uziel. We appreciate you being one of the people tuning in home on the big screen. Now Hassoun, top of the key, gives to Dennis. Throws to the corner. Shama, corner three. Bang! Sammy Shama found his spot, and he is on fire. 37-25. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the half. Kicks it out to Hoffman. Hoffman, open look for three, and it's short. And a sea of nets crash the boards, but Sammy Shama scrambling on the floor, hits the deck, and the hustle play gives the Pacers another possession, and they have a 12-point lead with the ball. Now Dennis, as the Pacers glance at the clock, 6 minutes remaining in the half, kicks to little Dennis. To the lane, and he is fouled. And he heads to the line for a pair of free throws. And it is all Pacers right now. Free throw up from little Dennis is good, 38-25. And it's been an abysmal offensive half thus far for the Nets, and they still have time to shoot themselves back into this. I know they're trying to take Guindi out of this game, but he's got to find his way to insert himself back in. And Ralph Cohen there for the baby jumper, and he puts it in. 38-27, it's just an 11-point game. Now Hassoun gets a screen from Shama, gives to little Dennis. Little Dennis fights around, left hand up off the glass and in, and little Dennis Dweck with a big boy move, and it's 40-27. Now Cohen gives to Guindi. Guindi contending with Elliott, and he is all over him. Gives it back to Hoffman. Finds Malaman. Malaman through a pair of defenders, split like the Red Sea right there for him, and it's 40-29. Now Elliott leaves it off for Shama. Gives to Hassoun up top to Dweck. Dennis gives to little Dennis. The role players for the Pacers are stepping up in a big way thus far. And now Elliott stops, and he is fouled. Hoffman asking for a jump ball, but to no avail. And a foul is called, and I'll head to the line for a pair of free throws. Under 4 minutes to play in the half. It's been an offensive showing thus far for the Pacers here in the first half, and they are thus far holding the Nets to under 30 points. Free throw up is good. Second free throw on the way, and Elliott Dweck hits the pair. 42-29, 3 minutes, 20 seconds in the half. Cohen brings up the dribble. Screen set. Cohen thought about the three. Gives to Smecky. Smecky gets Elliott Dweck switched on him. He throws to Cohen. Gives it down low to Malamed, and loose ball is grabbed by Cohen. Now Guindi. Under 3 minutes and a half. Guindi finds the trailing Hoffman, and he's fouled. And Keith Hoffman heads to the line for a pair of free throws. The last several possessions have ended at the free throw line, and so far both teams have been executing. Hoffman, a much improved free throw shooter this season, shooting above 65%. Hoffman takes a deep breath. Free throw up is no good. Now Hoffman got to salvage this and split the pair. Just from a mental standpoint, getting above that 30 mark. Second free throw on the way, and it's good. 42-30. I want to thank you all so much at home, all 50 of you that are watching live. This is a very meaningful game. Winner goes to the finals, and we appreciate you taking the time and watching this over Sunday Night Football. And now Elliott Dweck throws to the corner. Shama had an open look for three, but instead he finds Zach Hassoun on the trail, and another impactful play by Sammy Shama, and it's 44-30. Now Guindi, the running one-hander is good. Mark Guindi getting some offense going before we enter halftime, 44-32. Now Elliott Dweck, press that. A lot of action, inches away from the tripod, which Purdy lost a leg last week, so a timeout is called. Either way, as we're in this timeout, as we're waiting for gameplay to resume, I implore you all to please like and subscribe to this channel. It'll help a lot. Throw some comments in there. Come on, let's get this going. This is the semifinals. There you go. I appreciate the likes coming in right now. TNL all season long. We implemented the live this year, and it's been a smashing success. The amount of screenshots that I get sent to me of people watching this on their big screen, it really is a marvel to me that this is what it's all about. Rather watch our boys, rather watch community, rather watch high-level ball than randos at home. Like, what? Who wants to watch football right now? It's chara. Keep the likes coming. Subscribe. Yalla. All right, we're back out of that timeout. I appreciate you at home commenting. I am the best. I appreciate it. You are the best. You make the platform. Now Dennis Dweck, with a minute to go, they may opt to hold for one. That wouldn't be the worst decision right now due to the sizable lead. Sammy Shama, and he finds Hassoun, and he's fouled, and he heads to the line for a three-point play. Another impactful play by Sammy Shama, finding the cutting man, and that is gorgeous. 46-32, under a minute to play, and the free throw is good. 47-32, largest lead of the night for the Pacers, and Brooklyn has some ground to make up. Now here is Guindi. Great defense all half long from Elliott Dweck. Guindi gets through, and he puts it up, and he gets it to go. Mark Guindi would not be denied. 47-34. Guindi asking for a call to no avail. Under 30 seconds to play in the half. Gives to Hassoun. Hassoun has his share of big shots, especially some buzzer beaters this season. And it looks like the ball is going to be in his hands right now in the final play of the half. Zach Hassoun under 10 seconds. Hassoun drives left, 4 seconds, picks his way to the basket, kicks it out, extra feed, and he gets the shot off at the buzzer. No good. They got a clean look, couldn't put it in, and it's 47-34 as we enter halftime.
Basketball, the Pacers are picking apart this zone defense from the Nets, and the Nets really have only played zone all year, so I want to see them, how they're going to adjust now to a man, because there's no way they can stay into this zone. Sammy Shama has 3 threes in the corner, Will Dennis has 4 to 5 threes. Now they're running them off the 3, they're getting inside and pitching for layups, so it's just been easy pickings for the Pacers. The Nets have been challenging for every bucket that they're getting. But you never count out a Guindi team at halftime.
Joe, two things I want you to talk on. Number one, the emergence of Sammy Shama in the absence of Sammy Shabbat.
So Captain Dennis knew he wasn't going to have Sammy Shabbat, but we all know how talented he is. And Sammy Shama didn't play 1 single minute in the quarterfinal matchup. And Dennis said, "I'm rolling with my veteran," and he is rewarding him big time. 3 threes, 3 big assists.
Here he is.
Playing some good ball. In front of his parents.
That's the key. Thanks, Joe. We appreciate the kind words. And second half is officially underway. And that halftime show was brought to you by Mabat Steakhouse. Now, Zach Hassoun brings up the dribble. Under 20 minutes remaining for one of these teams' seasons. Again, you can never count out a Mark Guindi squad. Here's the number 1 seed for a reason. And no good, and it's out of bounds. Brooklyn basketball. Look for a different demeanor from Brooklyn. Look for a different mindset from Brooklyn. They are going on attack mode right now. Asher Malamed, a cyborg look in his eyes. Head to the basket, up and in. He was determined from get-go. He would not be denied. It's only an 11-point game. That is just a few three-pointers and a few stops away. And again, with Mark Guindi on the Nets, anything could happen. And that's not what we want to see. Asher Malamed looks like he injured his foot a little bit. He's going to attempt to walk it off. It's going to be a side out. Sammy Shama to inbound. Gives to Elliott Dweck. Dweck out to Shama. Dennis finds Elliott. Elliott busts out of 2 defenders, and he turns it over. Smecky gives to Hoffman, running the floor, lays it up, and he's fouled. And Dovey Hoffman heads to the line for a pair of free throws, and they could pull it within single digits. Free throw upcoming is no good from Hoffman. Second free throw on the way. This would pull it within 10. Is good. No shot. Violation. They take it off the board. That is a little ticky-tack, but it is what it is. Now Dennis, after a flurry from mid-range to start, has gone quiet. But there's another, and this time he's short. Rebounded by Guindi. Guindi, with that look in his eyes, lays it up no good, but Ralph Cohen there. And cleans up, lays it up and in. 47-38, Brooklyn is going to put some intensity up right now on the defensive end and try to get this ball back and build some momentum. Hassoun. Smekey going for the ball, and a foul is called. Moses Smekey has a motor like no other. Shama to inbound. Gives to Little Dennis. Little Dennis drives, throws to the corner. Shama from the corner. Bucket! Sammy Shama with his fourth three-pointer this game. And now, Asher Malamed knifes his way through traffic for the easy lay-in, and it's 50-40. But keep your eye on Sammy Shama. He's got the hot hand tonight. Now Hassoun throws to Shama. Shama back to Hassoun. Screen set from Little Dennis. Hassoun now dealing with Guindi. Gives to Little Dennis. Smekey steps up on defense. Gives to Shama. Straightaway three at the buzzer, no good. But Sammy Shama chases down the board. And he passes up the three, gives to Elliott up underneath, no good. And Sammy Shama had an opportunity to take the roof off the house with a three-pointer there, but he opts to pass to an open Elliott Dweck that couldn't finish. Now the Nets looking to break within single digits yet again. Long three from Smekey. Bucket! Big three! Moses Smekey. Clutch shot. Pulls it within 7, and there's plenty of clock to go. 50-43. Elliott Dweck draws contact through the double team, and Elliott Dweck, the foul merchant,
Impossible to play better defense. But this game, you're foul. It's a clean block.
That's JB style.
Not a foul.
That's Brunson style. Free throw up by Dweck is good.
He didn't foul him. They avoided him completely.
There was contact. Yeah, 51-43. Nets are right in this thing. And sidestep three by Guindi, no good. Chased down by Hassoun. Hassoun was in a foot race with Cohen. He caught up with him. Gives to Elliott. Elliott now being guarded by Ralph Cohen. Dennis sets a screen. And Dweck, fadeaway jumper is good. Elliott Dweck through the double team. 10-point lead. 14-15 remaining. Now Smekey leaves it all for Cohen. Gives it up top to Malamed. Malamed through a double, puts it up, no good. Hoffman bats it up and grabbed by the Pacers. And here's Zach Hassoun. Throws it up ahead to Elliott Dweck. Man down, foul called. Wipe the bucket off the board. Remains a 10-point game, going to be a side out. 53-43. You're heading to the stretch. And Dennis is fouled by Guindi. Now Zach Hassoun to inbound. Gives to Sammy Shama. Shama. Resets to Dennis. Gives to little Dennis up top. Throws down to Elliott. Elliott Dweck starts backing down Cohen. Shot clock buzzer. Okay. Wow, and it's counted. 56-43. Elliott Dweck as the shot clock expired. Straightaway three for the answer is short, and Sammy Shama grabs the board. Now Elliott on his way to the hoop, and a foul is called. And he's headed. It's going to stay this way. Now little Dennis to inbound, gets it into Dennis. Gives it back to little Dennis. Thought about the three. Baseline, up top, ball loose, and Dennis chases it down. Shot clock at 2, at the buzzer! And it's a shot clock violation. Now Brooklyn needs to make a move. Guindi for 3, no good. And Hoffman lets it go out of bounds. Pacers basketball. Under 12 minutes remaining. 56-43. 13-point advantage with under 12 minutes to play. Pacers are in control, but anything could change. Little Dennis finds Hassoun, fakes the pass. Guindi does not bite. Shot clock under 10. And he gets around the defender, up, no good. And now here come the Nets. They need to put some points on the board. Malamed spins in traffic, left hand up, no good short. Hoffman gets it, up, no good. And Asher Malamed there for the follow. And it's 56-45. 11-point game with 11 minutes and 11 seconds to go. 11's across the board. Three-pointer, hand in his face, up and he puts it in! Little Dennis Dweck with an improbable three. 59-45, and the Pacers have their share of buckets like that tonight. Gives to Cohen, left wide open for 3, and it's short, and batted up and grabbed by the Pacers. They slow it down. They have a 59-45 lead. Here's Shama. Passes up the 3. Elliott Dweck finds Shama underneath. Oh, and he missed the gimme. 59-45. Brooklyn needs to show why they were the number 1 seed. Guindi on the move, and he misses long. And Dennis Dweck grabs the board and gives to Hassoun. And there is under 10 minutes remaining in regulation. Little Dennis corner 3, no good, rims out. Now Smecky. Pulls up, no good. Rebounded by the Pacers. Not great shot selection right now from the Nets. Little Dennis gives to Hassoun. Milking some clock. Elliott for 3. Bucket! Wide open 3, and a timeout is called at 62-45, and the number 1 seed is in danger of flaming out in the semifinals. Back after this. Guindi brings up the dribble. 9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Met at half court by Hassoun. Screen set, they switch, throws. Malamed trying to shake Hassoun loose, bumping him. Physicality just went up a notch. Shot clock under 10. And Guindi in traffic throws it up top. Straightaway three, and it's short. Rebounded by Hoffman. Reverse, no good. Gets his own miss. Throws it out to the corner. Now Smecky gives it back to Hoffman. Underneath, off the glass, no good. And rebounded by the Pacers. Opportunities are being squandered by the Nets. And now here's Hassoun. Pacers looking to put away these Nets. Did not have this on our bingo card tonight. Finds Shama. Shama baseline, kicks it out. Extra feed, little Dennis for three, no good. And last touch by Brooklyn, and the Pacers retain possession. 62-45, a three-pointer will give them a 20-point advantage. The Nets look despondent at this point. Now Hassoun. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Blows right by Hoffman for the lay-in. And the lack of defense for the Pacers, for the Brooklyn Nets, is apparent. And the Pacers are taking full advantage. Now Cohen goes to Hoffman, back to Cohen. Guindi, fadeaway three, no good. And those shots are not falling. And a wide open Zach Hassoun. And the score is 66-45. It's a 21-point advantage. And what happened to the Nets? Guindi senses his top-seeded season slipping through his fingers. And Guindi is frustrated with the officials, frustrated with his game right now, and who could blame him? Now Smecky, and it's taken away by little Dennis, and they're pouring it on, and he lays it up and in, 68-45. Under 7 minutes to play. And there's the whistle. Little Dennis on the foul. But right now the Pacers could do no wrong. Mo D. Did you see this coming, Mo D?
Not see this coming.
No one saw this coming. Gets it into Smecky. Out to Malamed, and there's another foul. And it's headed the other way. Oh, this is going to be a side out. My apologies. Foul was called on little Dennis. And the baby jump hook is good from Asher Malamed. At least they're showing some pride at this point. But they are still down by a wide margin at 68-47. And now here's Elliott. Now the clock is Brooklyn's enemy. Elliott Dweck on one of the best postseason stretches of his career continues to annihilate the defense. Between last week and this week, it's been the Elliott Dweck show. And that's a nice move from Asher Malamed, but it's too little too late. They are down still by over 20 because they can't stop a nosebleed. Now Guindi hooks him, no call, and throws to the corner. Shama kicks it out to Dennis. And they are killing as much clock as possible. And there's the leader from Elliott Dweck, really pulling all stops out. And we are in a blowout at this point. And Sammy Shama really came to play tonight, both on the offensive, defensive end. Hoffman lets the three go, and he puts it in. And it's 72-52. Now Elliott dribbles out, gives to Hassoun. Hassoun finds Dweck. Behind the back feed, reverse lay-in, no good. And finally a break for the Nets, and Guindi puts it up and in. 72-55. Gives to Dennis. Dennis finds a wide open Shama. Shama looking for his perfect streak to be intact tonight. You're right. Shama for 3. Oh, and it's short, and maybe that's why he stopped shooting. Now he's no longer perfect. And now Smecky. And taken away by Sammy Shama. He is stuffing the stat sheet tonight. Now Dennis. And dare I say, they may call this game early. Here in the semifinals. Wowee, the top-seeded Brooklyn Nets got absolutely annihilated tonight by the upstart Pacers squad. Abu Saraha at that 3 just rolls in. 72-58. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. And we'll be back after this. Final 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Zach Hasoon to inbound. Gets it into Little Dennis. Finally some... Wow, and a foul was called. I heard a timeout, but it looks like a foul was called prior to that. And Elliott looking across half court. Here's Dennis. Elliott Dweck gives to Dennis, throws to Sammy Shama. Open low corner 3! And it's his 5th three-pointer of the evening. And this is the Sammy Shama game. 75-58, and Guindi couldn't answer. And that should do it. I feel like that Sammy Shama 3 was a dagger, and how about that for good measure? Career night for the reserve, who was inserted into the spotlight, and they call it early. Wow, and the Pacers are finals bound. Now it's taken inside the huddle. Dennis. Talk to you. I'll talk to him next. Give your boy some praise. Talk to me, Den. Talk to me.
I don't know what it looked like, but I was about 15% tonight. Little Dennis put on that Superman cape. Elliott Dweck, Zach, the boys came to play. Modi, Biton, I'll see you in a week.
Talk to me about Sammy Shama for a second.
Sammy Shama, he's I just want to say something about Sammy Shama.
We're gonna get him one. We're fucking getting him one. Let's go.
Every week, Sammy Shama comes to me and says, "I'm all team." Tonight, his number was called. He had ice in his veins. He was a leader, and I love him. I love him, right? Like, so I can't even describe the love I have.
Den, question for you. Back in the ship, how many ships you have? Zero. How many times have you been there?
It's gonna be number 7.
7th opportunity, 7th time's a charm. Good luck, Dennis. Sammy Shama. Sammy Shama.
So exciting.
Come on. For the island, for the boys. Sammy Shama, the storylines are...
Wait, I never did this before.
You're talking to the microphone. That's usually how it works, yes. The storylines are absolutely absurd. You played 0 seconds in the semis, in the quarters. Come the semis, and you T.O.
I'll be honest, I spoke with my dad before the game. I said there's very few guys that could not play the whole game in a quarterfinals game, then come into the semis and really bring it. So mentally, I brought it, and I did what I know I can do. Hit shots, play D. Ralph had 1 offensive rebound tonight.
But it was more than the shots, Sam. You were filling the box score everywhere. Steals, rebounds, you name it.
Listen, I got a lot of guys rooting for me, guys. A lot of guys texting.
Question is, are you back in the rotation next week?
I'll be ready. I'll be wherever it happens.
I'm sure you will.
Team guy, no matter what.
Sammy, number 1, we love you.
I think I clicked the button.
It's all good.